Good morning, welcome to a chilly morning down the Avon, as you can see behind me. And if you've seen previous videos, I'm sure you recognise this swim. We catch some cracking chub in here, over there on a fantastic method, just on the waggler, shallow. And that's what I've come out to do today. Got to update you on what happened yesterday. I nipped out yesterday after the previous video, which you may or may not have seen. I'll stick in a link up there, the one that got away. But for now, quite keen to get in here, get some bait over there, see if these chub are still here. They're here in the summer. It's not summer anymore. It's 8 degrees. The water is chilly, to say the least. We'll have a go anyway. We'll get the bait waiter out here. Baits I'm going with, I've got some maggots, of course, and some meat as well. Just fancied coming out today, making the most of this still overcast weather. Hardly a breath of wind, very thickly overcast. I'm just hoping we can have a few chub out. This weather is due to break Sunday, it being Friday now. It also being my wedding anniversary, so happy anniversary to my wife. Not that she watches these videos. So gear wise, going with my very budget friendly and absolutely wonderful Dower Matchman pellet waggler rod. Dower 125M close face reel on there. It's supplied by Stuart from Artisan Angling. He reconditions these, he can even build new ones these days, so I'll link his details up there in the description. If you want to go and have a look, perhaps get yourself one. Do you love a close face reel for trotting? Absolutely fantastic. So easy to use. 13-foot rod. We've got a Dave Harrell number 3 Speci Wag on there. On the business end, we're gonna fish probably on the drop. We'll start on maggots. If I feel like these chub are being a bit cute, which they often can be in here, then we'll go on meat and cover the hook up. I think sometimes if they can see the hook, you're going to be really struggling. I think we're set up. We'll feed for 5 minutes or so, for as long as I can resist casting in, and then we'll have a crack. Now, we've had some fantastic catches from this swim in the past. We've also blanked in it. It's one of those. It is a cracking swim, but you never quite know what you're going to get. Could be fantastic, could be really, really tricky. The Avon at the moment, being so clear, is being very tricky. Unless, well, as I'll tell you in a minute, I discovered yesterday, which to be honest, I knew anyway. Unless you can get out at dawn, or possibly dusk as well, neither of which I can do at the moment. And the bigger fish don't want to play ball. So yeah, I'll fill you in what happened. The last time you saw me, I lost that cracking fish. I think it was a barbel. Very, very frustrating. Couldn't resist. Day after, I went back to the same stretch. I decided to fish the next swim up, a couple of swims up, and run down to where I'd been fishing and lost that fish. As I arrived, there was a chap in that actual swim, a chap called Jonathan. Hi Jonathan, watches the videos. And he said he got out at first light and had a good first hour where he'd had a chub on the float of £6.6. Absolute epic. And he said, but unfortunately, the hour after that, which is the hour before I arrived, he just went dead, which is par for the course on the Avon, to be honest. When it's this clear, half light, you get some bites. We're talking off bigger fish. So anyway, I fished. I had a little perch and a little roach, and that was it. I was fishing with my heavier gear for obvious reasons. But yeah, I didn't do any good at all, which is why I've not bothered making that video. But just for completeness, that's what happened. Right, I think I'm going to have a cast. Can't resist. Well, I've got a size 16 on here, I'm going to put 20 on. I'm usually a great fan, or I am a great fan of Drennan Widegate Specialist hooks. I think they're cracking. And I use them for a lot of my fishing. However, I don't do a 20. And what I like to use for a 20, or certainly for an 18 and a 20, is a Guru Super MWGB. Nice and strong. Nice and small, obviously. And I've got an 18 wide gape on here anyway, but it does look rather big compared to a 20 in the MWGB. Now I'm using white maggots at the moment. I've got some bronzes and some reds. I often just use a mix in here, but I just thought go with some whites because they're quite visible, aren't they? Right, shall we have a cast? Can often take an hour to get something going in here. Who knows? Landing net set up, quick check. Often forget to set it up. Oh, blimey, look at that first run through. Well, looks like they might be on it today. Ooh. Can you believe it? Literally, first run through. He's no beast, but this is a decent fish. I hope we don't get the first cast curse. Can't believe that. I'm very pleased, don't get me wrong, but location, location, location. And that's why it's worth standing in this water getting cold. Come on. Up you come. Wow. And that was on single maggot, as I say, size 20. And he's the length of the landing net. Well, what a start that is. Absolutely cracking. God, this water's so cold. We'll try and have a look at him. How's about that? Absolutely cracking. Wonderful. Wonderful start. He's in lovely autumn condition. Well, can't go up smack with that. But it just shows you, if you can go to the fish, clearly they are still under there, or he was anyway. Well, he wasn't too cautious about that, seeing that hook, and that's a good sign as well. As I say, it can be a bit cagey. One more run past that tree with a bit of meat, and then we'll move. It's just not happening in here for whatever reason. So here we are. I'm in the water again. Well, I'm mostly in mud, to be honest. That last swim's a bit of an unusual one for the Avon, and there's a bit of gravel in there to stand on. Most of the Avon is like this. I'm sort of shin deep in horrible, stinky black mud. Well, silt, really. As you can see, we've got some nice cover down there. Sure you can see that over there. Just looks nice, doesn't it? Someone's been hacking away at it. Never fished here before. It just looks nice. It's just a nice run down to that cover. Looks the part, doesn't it? As I say, we were talking about earlier, I'm sure fish are going to be tucked away with the river this clear. Hopefully we can lure them out with some of the old maggots. I'm just trying to get the maggots to run down so if there's any chub under that tree, they'll sort of see them going past, but I don't want to feed them under the tree. I want them to have to come out, obviously, because we can't catch them under the tree. We need to get them to come out to catch them. We can't get out any further here because it gets very deep very quickly. I think we take 2 more steps forward and we'd be about this deep in the water. That's nice. We can cast the waggler into that gap and then let it run down. You can keep feeding as well. A bit of a longer run in here. So you run down to the cover rather than it being right in front. I keep throwing these maggots a bit too far though, really. We'll have half an hour in here. See what happens, if anything. See if we can get anything going. There we go. Well, that's worked, hasn't it? Ooh, he's trying to get back in there. About third or fourth run through. Yeah, monster. Trying to get him in before he tries to do us in the edge here. There we go. Under control, I think. Oh, he's a cracking fish, actually. The second I try and reach for the landing net, he tries to do us in the edge. Oh, that's another cracker. Oh, that's wonderful. From a swim I've never fished before as well. I knew there had to be some chub sat under there. Well, again, we've got the keep net, so we'll use it. That's a cracker. Look at the size of that. Absolute tank. Beautiful. Oh, middle of the top lip. Right, as I say, we'll get him in there. Hopefully we can have a few more. Oh, that's a cracking start. Not the first run through either, fortunately. Just got to a point where I was thinking, give me a sign at least, give me a sign of something. And once again, we'll perhaps give it half an hour. See whether anything else is forthcoming. Perhaps it's a day of, just picking chub off different swims. I say day, I've got too much longer, I'm going to have to go and do some work shortly. We can perhaps have another hour at it, something like that. Hour and a half at a push. There we go. I knew that was a nice line. It's just about a yard off that tree. It's a perfect line. Well, looks like we found a few chub now. Only about fourth or fifth run through after that last one. Come on. Looks like heft of that last one, but he's no tiddler. This is cracking. Wow. That's about that. That's about that for number 2. Fantastic. Just shows you that we were in the hot swim. Weren't doing any good. Time for a move. We've had 2 fish in about, well, certainly no more than 15 minutes, probably 10 minutes. There's clearly a few in here. Right, I've just fed for 5 minutes since we had that one. Give him a little bit of a break from floating on their heads. There we go. Got our next run through, look. I think we found the mother lode. Blimey. They're right on these maggots, aren't they? Wonderful. That's another good fish. They're not charging about like they would in the summer, because obviously they're a bit colder. It's another cracker. Just shows you've done it. Have a move. If you're not catching, have a move. Come on. You done. Just about. Come on. Got him. Another cracking fish. Oh, it's so awkward in here. I can hardly move. Yeah, he's probably pushing £4. I'm struggling to get my hands around him, which is usually a sign that they're about £4. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Perhaps the fish that were down there have moved. I don't know. There's certainly a few up here, clearly. All on single bronze maggot so far. I have been, as I mentioned, changing the colour up a bit. Oh, God, I'm stuck in this mud. I've been feeding these old red ones I've got and these bronzes. That looks a bit too far off the tree, really. But you never know. But yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it? I was a bit loath to move. I was thinking they're being really cute, and they quite possibly were in that swim. But yeah, I was thinking, no, I need to stay here. You know, this is where we need to be. Clearly not. Ooh, nearly. That nearly went under there. And again. Perhaps there's some smaller fish moved in. And again, it's slowed down. I think there's some smaller fish got in on the act. Which may mean the chub have backed off a bit. Ooh. There we go. God, I thought we'd gone past then. Ooh. God blimey. We've certainly found the mother lode. Wow. Cool. Let's put up a scrap. Wow. Not charging about. Oh, I haven't extended my landing net. There we go. Well, this is awesome, I have to say. Of course he's going to try and get in there. Hopefully he's too tired. Come on. Out. God, he looks a cracking fish. God, got him. So into the net for us. That's the biggest one of the day. Well, just about. They're all a bit much of a muchness. Yeah, he is. Look at the size of that. Absolutely fantastic. This is wonderful. Wonderful fishing. It's just a case of finding them. That was almost past that bit of cover. Just about to bring it back in, to be honest. Wonderful stuff. Well, as you can imagine, I'm over the moon at this. It's absolutely wonderful. if we can keep it on that line, that's a nice line. Whilst keeping in touch with it. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. And certainly that's hanging near that cover. You can just tell when I'm on a nice line. If it's about a yard off that cover, and it's perfect. Come on, what are you trying to do tonight? I think the smallest one of the day. It's still a cracker. Absolutely fab. Still, I'm certainly not complaining. That's absolutely fantastic. Go on. That's nice going through there. A little dip. And again. And again. Oh. The days. Right. Little one. Now we have started to catch a few smaller fish. So I'm wondering if there's a few less chub about. Wouldn't surprise me. Ooh, I thought that was going to go then. Oh, it did. Once again, it's a roach. I don't mind catching roach, but on this gear, not ideal. Once again, it does tell me that perhaps there's not any of these chub out and about. Oh no, pike's grabbed it. Oh. Well, I presume you saw that. I was winding in a little roach. And there was a huge bow wave appeared behind it. Well, I say huge, he's not huge. Can't imagine for a minute we're going to get him in. I'm the size 20. He's putting up a scrap. I think he'll let go at some point. Blimey. Well, it's certainly the biggest fish we've had on today. And he's proper scrapping. I'm amazed he hasn't let go or bitten us off yet. God blimey. He's fighting like a barbel. Unless it's a zander, but I wouldn't think it is. I think I've seen him, and I think it was a pike. God, what a scrap. Blimey. What a scrap. It is a pike. How he's not bitten us off, I have no idea. He's no monster, but he's a nice looking fish. God. Can we get him in this tiny little pan net? Well, we can sort of get him in it. Shuffle him in. We got him. Well, I don't know how, but we've got him in. Blimey. Have you not bitten us off, chap? He's not a bad one. Just say, I've no idea how he's not bit this off. Size 18. He's right in the corner of his mouth. But yeah, we've hooked him. We got him unhooked. How's about that? We got him in. Cracking. Go on, back you go, chap. Yeah, he was hooked. Sat down here. He was hooked just in the side of the scissors. Right, we'll change that hook link. We'll have another 5 minutes, shall we? Didn't for a minute think we'd get him in. Well, yeah, the hook link transferred from whatever we had. I think probably a little roach. Just into his top lip. Fortunately, nowhere near his teeth. Right, that is it. I'm going to go. Time to go. That has been fantastic in the end. Fantastic that we caught some cracking fish, and fantastic that we found this new swim. I mean, it's a bit of an obvious one, isn't it? It's a no-brainer, really. All that cover over there, but yeah, cracking to have caught some fish there. No, they're about. Wonderful. Great stuff. Well, that's been absolutely cracking in the end, as I say. Just so nice to find another swim that fishes in these rubbish conditions as well. A quick look at these fish. We'll put them back. We won't mess them about too much. We will tip out there. We'll just have a quick look at them. There we go. Do you have half a dozen? Five cracking chub in there. Look at those beauties. Absolutely beautiful. Right, get them back. So I'm not going to mess them about. Go on, chaps, back you go. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I shall certainly be back here. Yeah, really pleased about that. Now, I was thinking about getting out this weekend. I don't think it's going to happen. It's my wedding anniversary weekend. So I was going to sneak out perhaps one of the mornings. The weather is due to break as well. But this lovely overcast weather for about a week and a half. I'm trying to make the most of it with no wind. But the wind's going to pick up a bit. It's going to be sunny early next week. I think next time out we'll do a little bit of small river stuff. And as I say, later on next week, I'm at the Y as well. So that's for next week. For now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your fantastic support. And I'll see you again very soon.